Okay, eyes closed, if possible. Unless you're driving or performing some chores, tasks, then not needed. But otherwise, preferably, when possible, shutting off and shutting out the external and going within to process the internal. Bahya sparsheshu asaktatma, Sri Krishna says in the Gita, regulating the senses and their dependence on external stimuli, being moderate, regaining and retaining control of how wildly the senses are drawn towards their sense objects, not being pulled, not being dragged by the senses, but climbing on top of the horse of yoga. In the 6th chapter, he says, Yoga Arudha Satas, skillfully climbing on the horse of yoga, holding the reins, and then freely and joyfully traveling where we want to go rather than being dragged as if holding the tail, dragged by that horse to wherever it wants to go. And so for that purpose, today I meditate. For I know meditation is the exercise to awaken mental freedom. And to do that, awaken and not just carry on helplessly like a pre-programmed toy. To take control, to get grounded, become anchored, I meditate. I sit still with my eyes closed to clear my mind. Just clearing my mind, sitting quietly, the thought-free state. And as I sit still with eyes closed, entering the thought-free state, gradually approaching, I progress deep in my concentration towards the thoughtful meditation. Just like in a calm, placid, quiet lake, even the tiniest pebble dropped causes ripples. In the calm, steady, peaceful mind, the quietude of my inner being, I gently drop a carefully curated thought, a hand-picked thought to guide my meditation, a powerful thought, a prayer, a blessing, an affirmation, an inspirational idea, a moving experience, a touching thought. I use that clear mind to nurture and cultivate that. Sitting still, eyes closed. mind calm, and a thought planted. And then I get intimate with the one and the many, identifying with the unity in the diversity, the same one in any one, the same one in every one, the supreme man in the many. The same string running through the pearls in the splendid, shimmering necklace that this world around me is. Deeper I go and identify with the thread, not the separate bead that I consider myself. I identify with the thread and I experience myself as the one in all, as the same self in all the beads. Seeing them all in the same one that's identical with me. I awaken my mental freedom. I prepare the ground to receive the grace of the ultimate of wisdoms through the Bhagavad Gita, and that too the second chapter, the mightily loaded one, packed with profound wisdom, overflowing with sagacious, right truths. As 2020 closed out, giving me a clear vision like 2020, the unimaginably sage lessons I learned in this past year about what matters, what really matters, and what matters not. I shall harness that wisdom. I shall catapult the all-important journey of myself, my soul's evolution, my progress, my spiritual progress past the petty differences and miseries and anxieties of my hitherto life lived mindlessly, as I was living mindlessly, thoughtlessly, carelessly, lovelessly even, meaninglessly, unaware of my spiritual identity. I shall disidentify with the body that I for so long misidentified with. And I shall re-identify with the real me, myself, realizing that self and the resplendent, brilliant sunshine of self-realization. My upward, forward, onward journey begins today, here and now. Today is the day, my own personal Zen moment of perfection. This day I will start with a new determination to dedicate my devotion forever at the feet of that omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent Lord Almighty, the Supreme Lord of Love, the same self in all, loving all, being kind to all, enemy to none, seeing my own reflection in all in all, and all, be all. So, help me, God. Won't you? Please. Shri Krishna.